I've never had a Snickers bar. The smell alone, okay? Kit Kats, Twix, Butterfinger, all that sounds terrible to me. I'm very upset about something. And I know there's going to be people who come in and just want to talk, tell me I need to get over it. Just go get another one. Blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Every so often, I like to remind people that there are people out there who can't just get to the grocery store, okay? They can't just go. They can't just get up and go, okay? And for somebody like me, when I get something delivered to my house that isn't good quality, I'm screwed. I can't go, oh, let me just go up to the store and be like, hey, man, I need to return this. Because I can't get up there. It would cost me more money to call an Uber to take me up there or to rent a car to take me up to the spot and be like, hey, I need to return this, okay? So it is what it is. And I think that people need to think about that. There are people on disability or also people who have different abilities and they can't go nowhere in some cases. So before you just jump to conclusions, okay, I don't know. I was gonna be like feeling froggy leap, but I don't know what that means right now in the context of this situation. So just let me cook. Y'all ever had them nasty, burnt, tasting peanut butter type, but they ain't peanut butter Oreos? I'll wait. The first time I ever experienced it, it was at a Steak and Shake. I did not understand what was happening for many years, okay? I thought truly that Steak and Shake was accidentally putting peanuts into my shake, but that was never what was happening. That would be a very, very dangerous game to play, right? Like, oopsie. There's whole peanuts in your cookies and cream milkshake, okay? I'm the type of person that I have one thing that I get from every place. Again, I'm aware that I may be autistic. I just don't have the money to get tested for these things, okay? But Steak and Shake's one of those places where every time I would go, especially when I was growing up and I had just gotten a car, Steak and Shake was open late. I did not have a curfew, so it was on. Yes, my mother was a terrible mother. Anyways, so, boy, one night I took a sip. Patooey. How dareth thine putteth? Is that a peanut? Is that a peanut in my vanilla and cookies milkshake? I don't understand what's happening right now. Well, I would drink it and I would get over it thinking that maybe, wow, this peanut is a very strong flavor, right? Like, geez Louise, one single peanut. I'm not getting the crunch of a peanut. Why does it taste like peanut? Time would pass and I would one day purchase a pack of Oreos, one of the ones from the gas station, and I took a bite. Peanuts. Now you might be going, I don't understand what the problem is. I understand that maybe you wanted a shake with cookies in it, but what's so wrong with peanuts? You know, peanuts are generally included in most desserts. Well, I will have you know that I don't like peanuts. And I don't like chocolate either. But you're eating a cookies and cream shake? Yeah, because Oreos aren't real chocolate. Neither is like chocolate cake. Okay. Actually, I don't really like chocolate cake. All right. Brucey, thanks for covering that for me because there's no way I would have even been able to handle a single bite. Too rich for my blood. Okay. But really, when I think about it, I only like baked chocolate. Like I can eat certain brownies, but some brownies are too chocolatey. And if they've got like chocolate frosting or something on it, too much. I can eat Oreos, but only regular Oreos. Really, I prefer like mega stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or like the most stuff. Because I like the cream. You get it? And then I will eat a marble cake from Publix with buttercream ice. Yeah, buttercream icing. Other than that, I've never had a Snickers bar. The smell alone, okay? Kit Kats, Twix, Butterfinger, all that sounds terrible to me. Halloween was a very good time in my family because I just got to take all the candy that I liked, aka I was gonna get candy. It wasn't that I loved Twizzlers and Dots. It was that was the only candy available. And so I'm giving everybody else the Reese's and I'm giving everybody else all the little fun size stuff of the chocolates. And then I'm getting the crappy leftover candy that nobody really wants, but is probably cheap. And that's where people included it. Holding for ambulance. Holding for ambulance. We're back. So I'm thinking, what am I talking about? The ambulance got me, guys. What's this video about? Oh no. Candy, peanut butter, the Oreos. Bro, what is it? So I am leaving behind my old life. This is my second life. Not yet. It starts in a couple days, okay? My second life, we need to talk about that too. The whole like, in a couple days, Monday, you know what? The first of the month, I'm going to start. Anyways, in a few days, I will no longer be a person who eats sugar. To prepare myself for that, I have been trying not to eat as much sugar. And when I do, I make sure that it's something that's going to satisfy a craving and not just be sugar for the sake of sugar because I'm craving something sweet. And one of those things that will always bring me that level of satisfaction is an Oreo cookie, especially like an Oreo milkshake, which is probably one of the worst possible things that I could have. I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant a little bit at least. So, but whatever. It is what it is. I just love that combination. And I love when the Oreos start to get a little bit like soft. Oh my goodness gracious. And the cream, and then the cream, and the cream. Oh my gosh. And so, of course, if I'm trying to not eat as bad, and so really what I've been doing for like the past month or two is like, you can eat whatever you want, it just can't be sweets. And I have been enjoying like grapes, which I understand fructose, sugar, or whatever. You get it though. But I'm talking about like processed foods or things with white sugar added. Okay. And really just processed sweets in general are just a no. Okay. No baked goods, no nothing like that. But I don't know why for the past couple weeks I've been trying to get this project done with work. I've been trying to push myself to start this, and I just was like, all right, screw it. So the other day I had ordered a pack of Oreos to come with an order that I had. And when I ate the Oreo, I didn't just take a bite of it. I had put it into my milkshake. So my milkshake was ruined. And I was so upset. I was so upset because I'm not supposed to. So now I have the choice, right? Of, well, I guess I shouldn't be eating sweets, which my brain doesn't want to think that. Or I'm going to have to order more sweets so that I can replace this sweets. So yeah, bruh, I ordered more sweets. I ended up having to order a whole pack of Oreos. I had to order a pack of Oreos because I was like, I don't want to experience that again. And I can't return these. I can't go down to the Wawa and return them because... So yeah, I just want to ask you, have you ever had the Oreos that taste like peanut? Have you ever met anybody who doesn't like chocolate or peanut butter or both? This is something I would like to ask as well. So far, it's not a good theory. But I would like to know if maybe I asked other people if maybe it is a good theory. Are the people who don't like chocolate and peanut butter mixed? I'm just wondering if there's something in my taste buds or in my genes or in my something. I don't know. Like, did something with the mixing cause me to not like a lot of stuff? Because I'm super picky. If you've ever spent a lot of time on the internet, there's a guy named Link Neal who they says is like a little soy boy who has the palate of a child. He doesn't like tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes, but I'm pretty sure he likes like chocolate. He's a peanut butter boy. So I know he likes other stuff. So like I have a similar type of palate. Like I'll eat ketchup, but not tomatoes, that kind of person. And so I am curious, like, is there any common denominator when it comes to people who don't like things, especially things that are deemed positive or enjoyable or even like this amazing delicacy by the masses? Also, is it weird that I say that I don't like chocolate, but I eat those few things? Usually when I explain it to people, they go, okay, because they realize like maybe that's not real chocolate or maybe it's not like fudgy or something. But can anyone see like why do I like, and I won't even say I like I'm not going to pick those things. I'm not going to go to a restaurant and order a brownie. No, it's not going to happen. And I'm not going to intentionally go and, now Oreos is a yes, right? But I'm not intentionally going to go and ask for like a slice of marble cake. Like I would eat that if it was at the party kind of thing. So it's like Oreos aren't real chocolate, right? What, aren't they like burnt rye or something like that? What do you know about this? And why are my taste buds like this? Do you know anything about that? I'd just be curious because I've just learned that the internet is full of so many interesting people who know interesting things. And so far I haven't met anybody who's been doing any kind of research on this, but I bet you there's somebody out there who knows some information. Well, friends, I hope that this has been a time. We've shared it. Great. Awesome. And I'll see you maybe in the next video, maybe in the next video after that. And maybe I'll see you in all the videos and the ones from before this as well, because you go to my channel and you say, you know what? She doesn't have any viewers. Let me be one. I'll be one. You know what? I'm going to play this. I'm just going to play this while I am doing other things and not really paying attention to it. Because you know what? She deserves that. Okay. I'm going to be putting out Wednesday videos on Sundays. I can't say, but okay, subscribe and like the video. Bye.